Hey guys, it's Skylar and welcome back to my channel. So I took a poll on my Instagram and I put up 4 palettes and I said, you guys choose and I will do a tutorial on it. And the majority of people picked Blue Blood, which is fine by me. I love this palette and I've only used it a couple of times. So this is the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. If you're interested in more details on this palette and the collection itself, be sure to check out my video on that. I will leave it linked down below and up above. When I look at this palette, it's so colorful. I think that if you're a beginner, it might be something that's hard to work with because there is not a lot of neutrals, but I do think that you can create some neutral looks with it. So I thought I'd do something that's kind of neutral with like a pop of color. So that way, you know, for my viewers out there that, you know, are a little conservative and they are kind of anxious about using too much color, this is kind of like right up your alley. So I'm not gonna go like too woo with the color. So because I'm gonna kind of try and keep this as natural as possible, I'm gonna try and stick towards the brown shades and then add some like pops of blue in there. So that way we can kind of keep it a little natural. I don't think I'm gonna use fake lashes either because I do want it to be like, it's something you can wear every day. I don't want this to be like a full glam because I think that's a little intimidating, and I want this to be a tutorial that you can follow easier than my past tutorials. So I have already like primed my lids, so to speak. When I did my makeup today, I put concealer on my lid and I set it with powder knowing that I was gonna film. So I've already done that. If you haven't, go ahead and do that or use eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna go in with the first shade, which is Wealthy. It is a really light brown at the top. It looks white on my camera because I think the lights kind of wash it out a little bit, but I'm going with that and I'm tapping off the excess. And I'm using a Morphe E22 brush. I got it in the Babes Fave eye set, so that's what I'm going in with. And I'm just gonna tap this in the crease and blend that in there, because I do, again, want this to be pretty natural. These are literally brand new brushes, so like there is no tainting them. I also already have mascara on because I went out today. So I'm not gonna apply more mascara, and I don't recommend you apply mascara until you've applied all your eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with the shade Celebrity Skin. And again, using the same Morphe E22 brush, I'm picking up some of that brown, tapping off the excess, and I'm patting this on the outer corner. And then I'm also taking it up into the crease. All right, I'm going in with the Morphe E27 brush. I'm just gonna kind of go over that brown and smoke it out a little bit. All right, next we're going in with the shade Priceless, which is up here. It is like a really pretty peachy shade. And I think I'm also gonna mix it with this shade called Untouchable, which is right next to it. It's more pink, but I am gonna pick up Untouchable first, tap off the excess, and then pick up Priceless because I want it to come across as being more peachy than pink, but I wanna deepen it a little bit, so I don't want to go in with just the peachy color, if that makes any sense. And I'm gonna go right on top of where we applied that brown Celebrity Skin shade. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Blue Blood, which is this shade right here, and I'm picking up a Morphe M213 brush. It's like a small smudger brush, and I'm picking up the shadow just on the tip of that brush, and I'm tapping off the excess, and I'm gonna run this right along the lash line, the upper lash line, almost as if you were applying eyeliner. And I'm gonna do that a couple times to get it to be pretty pigmented. And I'm only applying this on the outer half of the upper lash line. Then I'm gonna take this Morphe M432 brush. It is a flat, I guess you could call it a shader brush. I'm gonna pick up more Blue Blood, again, just on the tip of this brush. And I'm gonna actually wing this out. And then I'm actually gonna take this M213 brush again and smudge that out, so it's like a really smoky wing. And then I'm gonna take this M432 brush again, pick up some more Blue Blood, and I'm gonna stamp that on the inner corner. This is just because the brush is a little bit smaller than that M213 brush, so it's easier to get more of a precise line on the inner corner of the eye where you kind of want to fade it out. Now, if you're someone who struggles with winged liner, you could always just go a normal line of liner. You don't have to wing it out like I do. If you're someone who maybe is like, hell no, I am not doing colored liner, you could also take this color or any color from this palette that's blue and run it along your lower lash line and kind of make brown. If you have brown eyes, it'll make them stand out a lot. Or You could do what Kylie Jenner actually did in one of her makeup looks when she took yellow and put it on the inner corner of the eye. You could totally take a blue and do the same thing. I think it would look so pretty. I thought it'd be a little different to do some colored liner, and I feel like it is pretty natural at the same time. And I'm kind of like stamping this color on rather than swiping it like you would with normal eyeshadow, because I really want that pigment to be there. All right, now that we have the wings on, I'm gonna go in with a Morphe E36 brush. It's just like a small bullet blender, and I'm gonna blend over this winged liner, and this is just to really smoke it out. Then I'm actually gonna take the shade I'm Cold, which is a lighter blue up here, taking it on this Morphe M432 brush, and I'm gonna start to go over the liner and a little bit above it as well, just to kind of smoke it out and give it that nice fade. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M321 brush. It's a really small bullet brush. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is the shade Cullinan. And we're gonna apply that to the inner corner. It's gonna be our highlight shade. At this point in time, I'm also gonna take that small M213 brush, pick up more Blue Blood and smoke it out on the lower lash line just to connect this wing to the bottom. So that is it for today's look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more videos like this one, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Also check out my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, because I do post additional content on there that you don't see on here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I'm dying. It's just a really nice fluffy blending. It's a really nice fluffy blending brush. Babe's Fave palette. No, that's not a palette. Okay.